I know that I should start cooking my pigeon, but I haven't even started the lentils that I discounted earlier. I haven't cooked my baby turnips, haven't even made my ravioli.
There's not a lot of time at the moment. I'm just trying to make sure that I get everything done.
If I don't get started with all the other elements that I haven't even begun with, I'm not even gonna have a dish to put on the plate today. With just over half an hour to go, I really need to get the lentils on. Oh, I know that lentils take at least 25 minutes to cook. I better start cooking them. Leaving the lentils until now has really left me more than Amy and Byron to do in this last leg of the cook. It's all starting to unravel for me.
I'm preparing the pigeon. I've got the aromatics in the cavity. My pigeon is trussed and I need to get it in the pan to brown it and then into the oven. Pigeon needs to be pink. It's a small bird. It only needs 5 minutes in the oven. So I'm quite happy with my timing on that. It still leaves plenty of time that if I need to do it for a little bit longer, I can.
Tash!
Yes, Marco.
Do you think you should get your pigeon in the oven?
Yes, my pan's just heating here.
Well, there you are.
I really better get started on my pigeon because if I don't, I'm not even going to have a dish to serve up. I need to trim the wings of the pigeon, French the legs, and truss the pigeon. I get my pigeon into the pan and I have to brown it on all sides, put it in the oven for 5 minutes and rest it for a further 5 minutes before I can even begin to carve it and put it on the plate.
In the oven, in the oven, in the oven, in the oven. Put it in the oven. Top shelf, top shelf. What temperature is your oven?
200.
I'd put it to 250. Time's not your friend.
Marco tells me to crank that right up to 250 if I'm going to have any hope of serving this pigeon today. I'm still not even sure if I'm going to have a dish to put up. The last thing I want to do is serve undercooked pigeon to the judges because that's going to send me straight home.
I need to get some food ready to put on the plate and I'm rushing. I don't have my ravioli made. I haven't even cut up or cooked my pigeon and it's a pigeon ravioli dish.
Byron, if you've got time, just French the wing bones.
Good, Byron.
Nice and quick, then do the other side. Nice one, mate, nice one.
I need to focus and take a deep breath because I'm just shaking so much. I know I can do it. I tell myself I can do it. Today, I'm not letting nerves get to me. I get the pigeon trussed and I get it onto the hot pan.
Does it get any better than this? One of Marco's dishes, for Marco, 30 minutes to go.
I need to start rolling that pasta because I need to create one perfect ravioli. This shouldn't take too long. There's no time to waste with this many elements to juggle this late in the cook. It's important at this stage to roll it properly and get that really good lamination on that pasta and get it the perfect thickness before I fill it and cut it.
I'm getting really worried about Tash. Her lentils aren't done, her sauce isn't finished, she hasn't even begun to make the ravioli.
I'm only just starting to roll out my pasta dough for my ravioli now. And I know that adding that much oil to the pasta dough has really made it quite hard to work with. Every time I'm trying to laminate that pasta dough, it just starts to bunch up and fall apart. It feels like I've tried to put that pasta dough through the machine at least 24 times at this point. Marco is known for his ravioli, and if I don't get ravioli on the plate today, I have no chance of surviving this pressure test.
I finally get the pigeon in the oven. I know it's not going to take long to cook and I don't want to overcook it. Everything rests on this bird. I know that I could pull all the other elements together, but I've never cooked pigeon before and I need it to be cooked perfectly.
Nice, huh? Can you see all the flavour you've created through method?
I'm quite chuffed with that. Not bad for a first time. Yeah, it's really amazing. Such a lift at this point in the game.
Cooks, in 15 minutes, I will know who's going home. You've got to push. If you want to win, you've got to want it. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco. Yes,
do you think I like talking to myself?
No.
I do, actually. Some things come natural in life.
I need to create one perfect ravioli. I get it the perfect thickness, a little bit of filling, egg wash, fold it over. My first ravioli. was very imperfect. Had a bit of a hole in it. It is nothing like Marco's. It's his own recipe, and I can't plate that up to the man himself.
Oh, that ravioli's not going to happen.
I feel like things are getting out of control again, and I'm freaking out.
Oh, I need to breathe.
Make one perfect one. Amy,
Yes.
make one perfect one.
That's all it is. You've just got to do it. I've got a perfect little ravioli. Well, I say perfect, not as perfect as Marco's, but perfect for me, and I'm quite happy with it.
There's so little time, I'm going to keep this short. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Come on, guys.
Go! You got to push, Byron. You really got to push, mate. You need to get a pot of water on for your ravioli as well.
Ben's yelling out to get the ravioli made. I struggle with the pasta maker. Just getting it on and getting the first couple of rolls through is quite a struggle.
Byron, just calm down.
Just breathe, mate.
Seriously.
Breathe. Relax. It's just pasta.
Come on, Byron. Let's go, Byron.
You just need one nice ravioli.
It finally starts to come through after a big struggle.
We all know they can cook lentils. We all know they can make pasta. We all know they can cook a pigeon. The reality is it's about bringing it all together.
And really now they're racing the clock to get the key elements on the plate. And if they don't do that, they're going to be in big trouble, risk of going home.
Less than 10 minutes to go and I'm still rolling pasta. At this rate, I'm not even going to get a ravioli on the plate.
Tash, you only need to make one, not 10.
Yeah, it just wasn't really coming together for me.
Just run it through once more and make the ravioli. If you don't make a ravioli, the chances of going home are very high.
I managed to roll out enough dough to get that one ravioli. I mix my chicken mousse with my sautéed mushroom mix it together, and quickly fill my ravioli. It's going to go straight in the boiling water.
Just squeeze it with your fingers. Come on, come on, come on, come on, because if you don't get it in now, it's not going to be ready.
I have 5 minutes left on the clock to make sure that this ravioli is cooked through. It's really going to be close.
In front of your eyes, it might be slightly hazy, but can I tell you what you need to know is 5 minutes to go. Let's go.
My heart's beating out of my chest and I need to get this food on the plate for Marco Pierre White. There's a real feeling that I have of just throw in the towel or push. I'm never going to throw in the towel. I'm going to push to the end. I go to cook my perfectly cut ravioli. I know I need to get it in now. I've read the recipe. I know what needs to be done. I've just got to work it.
Push yourself. Where's your pigeon?
My what, sorry?
Pigeon.
Pigeon's in the oven now.
How's it doing? Show it to me. That's not too bad for a first time.
I quickly grabbed the baby turnips and tossed them into the boiling water. They're only going to need a couple minutes to cook.
You should be dressing by now. You've got 2 minutes to go.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Amy.
Come on, Byron. Come on, Byron. Come on, Byron. Stop panicking. If you panic, I'll start to panic. How does that sound? Cooks, 1 minute to go. Plate.
Hey, Clancy, you're doing so well. Tash, ravioli, sauce.
Push, 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 push. Come on, Byron. Dislocate it and then down. You've got 1 minute. Come on, Byron. I'd like it on the plate. Byron, plate, 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 plate. 20 seconds, 20 seconds.
Oh, come on.
Pour your sauce on. Come on, Byron.
Come on, Byron. Come on.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Tash, do your sauce.
Come on. Come on, 10 seconds. Come on, Byron. Byron, come on. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your benches. Time's up. Well done.
Jesus.
Shannon, what does chicory taste like?
It's quite bitter.
Yeah.
Quite nice with figs, actually.
How are you going to prepare those chicory-ends?
I'm actually going to cook them in a concentrated fish stock.
Cool.
That's cooking in the pressure cooker at the moment.
Just so you know, guys, 35 minutes to go.
Thank you.
I've got my oil going to fry off the curry leaves. Now, I've never actually fried curry leaves before, and I'm tasting the curry leaf, and it's actually quite nice. It actually dissolves in your mouth when you eat it. So that's been a bit of a revelation in many ways. I am being experimental in my ingredients because I'm left with no other choice, really.
Are you going to use the figs in the end?
Yeah, I most likely will. Marco doesn't want me to, but I think I will. Okay.
Shannon?
Yes, Marco?
Georgia?
Yes, Marco.
30 minutes to go.
I've got my marinade cooking and I can feel the pressure more than ever before. It is so intense.
You'll be right. It'll be fine. You'll be right.
I know. I want this immunity pin more than anything, and I'm so rattled with nerves. My hands are literally shaking. I get my chicken skin out of the oven. It's golden brown, it's crunchy.
Yeah, lovely, Georgia. Good work.
But now I've got the marinade to boil, so I don't even know if I'm going to use the chicken skin.
I've got all my trimmings, all those little bits of really beautiful fish, really crispy, and that's working well.
That's rather clever what you've done there.
How is Georgia doing? Is she okay?
She is.
Sorry, I've completely blanked you out. This is ridiculous, sorry. Super competitive, Shannon. I've not been deliberate, but my apologies.
Look, I'd like to go around and help Georgia right now, but time is not on my side. I've got to get a dish up. I don't really know whether this dish is going to be successful or not, but instinct is kicking in. I'm just got to get on with it.
You know, Shannon, most chefs would have melted in your position, and very few chefs would have created the flavours that you created.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Don't say I don't help you.
No, thank you.
That's all right, I don't mind tapping it through for you.
Oh, yeah.
Old habits die hard.
They do. It's instinct.
Comes natural. Good cooks cook for others.
Exactly.
My time has gone off. That means that my marin has been in the boiling water for 4 minutes. So I cool it down, and now comes the tricky part, getting the marin out of its shell. He looks cooked. It's going to be a great centerpiece of my dish. But I'm just having some difficulty getting the flesh out of the shell. It's just not coming away easily. So delicate. Oh, it broke. What have I done? This flesh is so soft. And I don't know how that flesh is going to come out of the shell. I've taken it out and I've broken off a piece of the tail, but I've still got most of the tail intact. It looks beautifully cooked, but I've definitely messed it up as I've tried to pull it out of the shell.
To make a total mess of it? A little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your marin?
It is.
Are you happy with it?
It's beautifully cooked. It's just very delicate, the flesh. Is it meant to look like that? Should I put it in some butter in the pan?
It's up to you. You want the pin?
Yes.
Make the right decision.
I do know what I'm going to do. I'll fry it off with a little bit of butter to make that marin really shine, and then I can get on with making my lemon mayonnaise.
What are you doing, Shannon?
Toothpick.
Yep.
You can check to see if the fish is cooked.
What are you looking for exactly?
Should go through straight away.
Yeah.
Just not quite there.
I know that whatever Shannon's done, it's going to look amazing. So I really need to put some time and some detail into what I'm plating up. To plate up my dish, I put some lemon mayonnaise on the plate first.
8 minutes to go.
Yes.
Does it take 8 minutes to plate a fish?
One that's going to win me immunity pin, yes.
Are you feeling confident?
I'm happy with my elements, yes.
Shannon,
Yes, Marco?
George is plating up already. Can you believe that?
That's my star.
You trained her well.
I have. Good work, Georgia.
I don't have any other elements that I need to finish off, and Shannon always says make time and take time to plate up.
Are you using your chicken skin?
No.
Georgia,
Yes, Marco.
can I give you one little piece of advice?
Yes.
George, Matt and Gary, do they love crispy chicken skin?
They love it.
Okay. Can you imagine your marron-tail with that little bit of crispy chicken skin on top?
Yes, I can.
With the mayonnaise?
Yes, I can.
Ah, yes. See, just cut that in half on top.
Uh-huh.
Hide your mistakes.
Yes, yes, Marco.
Good work, George.
Good work, Georgia.
Georgia, Shannon, 5 minutes to go.
Thank you, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
It's 5 minutes to go and time is really slipping away. The fish is out of the oven and I don't have time to remove the rest of the skin. It's just so many other elements that I need to finish. And I need to get started on my plating. The crumb on the top of the fish is diced fig, deep-fried curry leaves, some fried broken rice, and then there's some Thai basil leaves and some crispy fish pieces. And they're all there to help balance the bitterness of the chicory.
Make sure you get everything on the plate, Shannon. Georgia, Shannon, 1 minute to go.
Come on, 1 minute.
How's it going, Georgia?
Well, thank you, Marco. Does it look okay?
Wow.
Good work, Georgia.
Georgia, Shannon, this is the moment. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your benches.
That was so hard. Hi.
Okay? All right. Sorry, I couldn't help you.
That looks amazing. I can't believe that he cooked that dish with those ingredients. To cook that in 60 minutes with the worst ingredients you could be possibly left with is amazing.
Well done, Georgia.
Thank you, Marco.
Are you happy with your dish?
I am proud of it.
Do you think you have a chance to win the pin?
I think I do. Yes, Marco.
We're back.
It's quite strange looking at Shannon over there, I'll be honest. All I can say is, what a lineup. Shannon against Georgia. Georgia, were you terrified at the start of that cook?
Absolutely.
I would be too.
Yeah. Don't have words for
At
it.
least you had Marco to mentor you, which was, I don't think you could ask for anything better, let's be honest. So, Marco, how did they go in the kitchen?
Georgia, I thought you did really well. Shannon, I felt for you.
Thank you, Marco.
I was glad I was in my shoes and not your shoes. Because I think had I been in your shoes, I think I would have really struggled. And if I'm going to be brutally honest, I don't think I'd have done as well as you did.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you.
Beautiful. So, Georgia, what did you actually cook? What was the dish?
I cooked the marron with blackberries and celery.
Beautiful. So, Shannon, that meant you cooked...
The John Dory with chicory and had a little fried curry leaf on top.
Interesting. All right. Shall we reveal the scores? Georgia, you know what's at stake. The immunity pin. I scored your dish an 8 out of 10.
Georgia, I scored your dish. An 8 out of 10. chicken skin and marin. Wow, just a beautiful combination. Congratulations.
Georgia, I scored your dish. 9 out of 10. Georgia, so many ingredients that I love at the moment, all on one plate. Just delicious. Well done.
Thank you.
So, Georgia, you have 25 points. Shannon, that means you need 26 to win.
Well, 2 really interesting dishes. Shannon, I think you did a great job, and I scored it 8 out of 10. Well done. You know what I love most? I loved all those little crispy, sweet, interesting things on top of the dory. So the curry leaves, the crispy rice, and also I found these little bits of kind of crispy, chewy fish, which I thought was really clever. Loved it.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Shannon, I scored your dish a 9 out of 10. Wow, the cooking of the fish, beautiful. So much technique there. And the fig, it just added a bit of sweetness that sort of counterbalanced against that chicory. It's quite bitter. Well done, Shannon.
Thanks. Thank you.
So, Shannon, you need a 9 or more from me to win.
Christ almighty.
You know that I love a tasty dish. Question is, how do I feel about a challenging one? I love them too. 9 out of 10.
How many more plates left, Marco?
4 more.
Oh my God.
We have run out of potatoes, which is worst case scenario. So now we have to tell Marco Pierre that we've run out of potatoes.
Marco, we have 5 serves left.
You didn't prepare enough, did you?
I don't know if we can make some really quickly, but we're literally 2 spuds short. And that's really frustrating.
Have you got your pea puree?
Yes.
Get your pea puree. Learn to compensate.
Yes, Marco.
What we are going to do, under Marco's suggestion, is use some of the leftover pea puree from the first course with our dish.
Apologies to this table, they've got pea puree instead of potato.
I've still got so much things to do for the dessert. The donut mixture needs to be fried. I've got to prep all the fruit garnishes. I've got to cut out the jelly rounds. I've got the twirl to do as well. I need help.
So what do we need? I'm doing the jelly. Yeah, I'm doing.
You're doing the jelly, you're doing the twirl, I'm doing the fruits.
Yep.
I've got 4 different berries to plate up, so I give Matt a ring cutter for the jelly rounds.
I need 2 of them per plate. I need you to start doing these.
I jump on to the twirls.
How much do I need to put on?
Just dust it till it's thick.
And then just melt it? That's it?
Mate, you guys need to hustle.
We've got all hands on deck, but I've still got the donut to do up, and we're running out of time. Dessert service is going to start really soon.
I can't do the donuts because we need to fry them down there, so... Did you have the donut mix?
Yeah, I did.
So why don't we fry them up?
The donut mixture is ready, but it still needs to be deep fried. That's going to take too long.
So we're doing the donuts, yes or no, Ronald?
No donuts.
Yes?
No. You can't fry that to water because that's going to set us behind a lot. So I have to drop that element.
Reynolds?
Yep.
I like donuts, but there are none. Why?
I have them mixed, but I just don't have time to make it.
I'm really upset. I wanted to have everything on the plate, and today's the day that you don't want to be in the bottom.
My dessert is finally coming together. I just need to get that puff pastry out of the oven. Everything comes down to whether it's nice and golden and puffy.
My puff is perfect.
Beautiful. My puff pastry looks beautiful. This could potentially be the best puff pastry I've ever made.
If anyone could do it, it was you.
I'm really relieved because I know that we can pull it together now.
First dessert away.
First dessert order. 1 peach, 1 brulee. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Okay, girls, keep pushing, girls. We can do this.
These around the plate.
Scattered around it.
It's actually happening. I managed to pull this dessert together. I really thought during this cook that there wasn't going to be a dessert, but it looks beautiful.
Dessert's up.
I'm putting on the jelly rounds, putting on the berries, and then putting on for twirl.
Twirl.
I've got to get the sorbet on. Donut's not on there, but everything else looks pretty. I'm just really hoping it's enough. Fingers crossed.
Go. What's missing? The donuts. I'm looking forward to those, and all of a sudden we haven't got them.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Still an amazing looking dessert.
It's a great looking dessert.
If that came out at a decent restaurant, you'd be very happy.
That yogurt sorbet is absolutely delicious, close to perfection. Consistency of it is gorgeous. It's silky, shiny, it's perfect balance of acidity. It's really fresh. And I love this little biscuit too. It looks modern. It's certainly got the Reynolds touch.
What Reynolds done well, he's done really well.
Push, come on. We're on the home stretch. Come on, we can do it.
We're plating up. It's looking good.
Quickly, girls. 4 more. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes. Keep on thinking about that last place in the final immunity of the year.
Yeah. All right, keep pushing, girls. We can do this.
I'm really happy with this dish.
Looks really yum.
I think we've got all the elements on the plate.
Georgia,
Yes, Marco.
where's the peach sorbet?
Oh my gosh. What's wrong?
Sorbet.
We've forgotten a whole element. I've left off an entire element of my dessert. I've forgotten all about the sorbet. Oh my God.
All right,
I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
I get the sorbet out of the freezer and we start plating desserts with sorbet.
Better now than never.
Waiters! Quickly. Come on, push.
Put in there so they can all
Push. Sorbet on. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
So sorry, guys.
Don't worry about it, babe.
This dessert has definitely not been easy. I really struggled with that puff pastry earlier on. But I'm happy with the poached peaches. The sorbet is on, and the diplomat cream's there. I'm just really hoping that the judges like the puff pastry.
Right. I think that's really appetising. I love the colours, and I love the way it's been plated up. I want to eat it.
Let's taste. That's a good dessert.
Yeah, it's a really good dessert.
It's got lovely flavour of ginger. The peaches are poached beautifully.
Yeah.
You know, they've still got a little bit of resistance. Love it. And that puff pastry, how good's that?
But it's delicious.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that flakiness.
Yeah. The sorbet, not only does it look colourful and delicious, it's got a lovely texture. It really tastes beautiful. It's very delicate. Ginger, verbena.
Everything zips, doesn't it? There's a real zing in that sorbet. There's a really good sticky complexity to the syrup that's around the plate. And that diplomat cream, absolutely note for note with the one we tried earlier on today.
It's a really well-balanced dessert, and I think it's very, very tasty.
I think Georgia, for all her trials and tribulations, has, you know, pulled one out the bag.
Cooks, 1 minute to the end of service. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Come on. You're having fun there, aren't you? It's a day you will never forget.
It certainly is.
Smile, Georgie.
I'm smiling.
Good.
Nervously.
Okay, let's go.
Push the first line. Come on.
Keep pushing, girls. You're doing a great job. This is the last two. Look at those little puffs sitting there.
Thanks, sweetie.
That's it.
19th table, go. 18, 19, come on.
Good work, guys.
Well done.
Thanks, Marco.
See, that's your last plate of food. Well done, Matthew.
Thanks, Marco.
Blue team, Well done.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Let's say that, in no small terms, that was probably the most intense day you've ever had in the MasterChef kitchen. But let's also tell you how proud the three of us are and how well you did today. You have learnt such an enormous amount in this kitchen. It is absolutely staggering.
I've got to say, you amazed me. There was a moment when I thought, we're not going to be ready for service. There was a moment in the service when I thought, we're never going to get over the line. What you actually achieved today, 6 of you, astonishing.
Red team, your entree, lovely broth, tasty. Well-cooked duck, but your tortellinis were a miss.
Sorry.
Gary's was undercooked. Main course looked fresh, and that fish was cooked perfectly. But you left scales on the fish. It's a shame. The winner on the dessert was that delicious, refreshing yogurt sorbet and that thin biscuit. Perfect. But you're missing the donuts.
We tried our best. We've done as much as we possibly could, but I know that we could have done better.
Blue team, your entree. The prawns were a little bit tight, but the sauce was delicious, and the dish itself was beautiful. Main course, another really well-composed dish. Lamb and carrots perfectly cooked. The lamb was cold. Georgia, your dessert. You had a world of pain.
But one of the dishes blew us away. The dish that lived up to all the promise of the original. The dish that caused its maker lots of problems. But for us, it was the dish of the day. And that dish belonged to Georgia.
Really? Yes, really? I actually can't believe it. My dish is the dish of the day, and I'm totally blown away.
I can't believe it.
Georgia, we absolutely loved that. The colours popped off the plate, the peaches were beautifully cooked. The pastry, even though it caused you so many problems, was absolutely wonderful. And that's why, the blue team, you have won this challenge.
Today we're going to ask you to cook one dish to save yourselves. How we decide what that dish is through the knife block. We love a bit of chance. Makes things a bit more interesting. On these 9 knives are written 9 classic dishes.
This probably leans a little bit in my favour. You know, I've been around longer than the rest of them, so I've had a few classics in my time.
We're going to pull a knife. For example, this one. Eclairs. Eclairs comes out, you've all got to cook eclairs. But I've revealed that, so that's no fun. Or maybe... souffle. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Bren, how do you feel about seeing souffle come out?
I'm glad it's out. If we had a souffle challenge, it would be a sous-fail or a sous-flop.
We need someone to pull one out to decide what you're going to cook. Amelia, you'd have loved eclairs, didn't you? You're a master of choux pastry.
I would have loved eclairs, yeah.
Well, let's see what you can pull out. Come forward. Any one knife. Whatever you pull out, that's what everyone's going to have to cook.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Choose wisely.
Please be dessert. Please be dessert.
Oh, dear.
You're kidding me.
Amelia, what's the dish?
I've chosen risotto.
And what's the history of risotto in the MasterChef kitchen?
Risotto is the death dish.
We've seen some terrible risotto. Strawberry risotto that Andre cooked season 1. Because I like you, Andre. I've swallowed it.
But the rice is just not cooked. It's chalky in your mouth.
That is revolting looking.
You know, hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
Maybe looks could be deceiving.
No.
No one ever nails a risotto in MasterChef.
good job.
Laura, have you ever made a risotto?
No, never.
Never, because it's not really part of the Italian heritage.
No, all the
How
time.
many times have you made risotto?
Oh, God, like once a week. I've just thrown my pin away, so I'm kicking myself a little bit right now.
Risotto, it's very easy to make well if you use your brain. Think about what you're trying to achieve. I'm very simple when it comes to risotto. I like risotto Milanese. I like a rosemary risotto. But I like a second dimension. For example, risotto Milanese, which is saffron risotto, I like it with my ragu of ossobuco. With my rosemary, I like a ragu of chicken livers.
Marco likes his risotto to have a second dimension. I'm going to have to give him that as well to save myself from elimination.
Today you're going to get every opportunity to make the best risotto you possibly can. You're going to get 60 minutes, which is loads of time. An open pantry, use whatever you like, and the garden is also open today for you to use. So, no excuses. What we want is a delicious risotto. And let's end this MasterChef madness of the death dish today. Let's break it now. Let's move on and create 5 of the best risottos this country has ever seen. Can you do it? Yes, you can.
You have 60 minutes and your time starts now.
Pierre is such a classic traditionalist. I don't really want to go completely left of field. I see asparagus. It's a really nice, clean flavour, and I'm going to pair that with lemon and mint.
I just love a really classic risotto. So today I'm going to make a fennel risotto with prawns.
You know where the rice is?
Yeah, in front of me. The thing with risotto is it's all about the rice. I've selected a short grain arborio rice because it's going to be really nice and starchy and create that creaminess.
Today I'm going to be cooking a pumpkin and kale quinoa risotto.
I think she's doing quinoa risotto. She is.
Is she?
So,
That's risky.
very. What is Kira thinking? Has she got a death wish? She's cooking the death dish.
This is definitely my biggest risk thus far in the competition. The judges could absolutely hate it.
If the judges don't get it or they're not open to it or if they're too stuck in the mind of tradition and how they're used to eating it, then I could go home.
It's going to be either make or break.
Kira choosing quinoa. Bold.
What are you doing, Kira?
I'm doing quinoa risotto.
You what?
Quinoa risotto.
What rice are you using?
Being me, quinoa.
Wait, just confirming, you are using quinoa.
I'm using quinoa.
It's absolutely what Kira's all about.
It's being true to yourself, but is Marco gonna love it?
Marco is a purist.
How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good.
All I can say is that I'm glad I'm not in this elimination challenge. For somebody today, risotto is going to be their death dish because regardless of how well everyone does, the judges are still going to pick the one that's least impressive, and that person is going home.
Kira's got quinoa, not rice.
What was that? Kira's got quinoa, not rice.
Hello there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I was looking for risotto rice, but all I can see is quinoa. You're cooking your style, right?
Yeah, you
so
want
you're
to
not
see
using
me.
white rice?
I'm not.
Yeah.
And it could make or break me, but
Okay.
I stand by this dish. I'm going to make a beautiful tomato salad to go with it. This is totally me, and if
But
you
when we set
don't
the
love
challenge
it, then...
up, we sort of said, you know, there's classic dishes.
Yep.
Pick a dish, you know, and Matt pulled out what eclairs and souffle, and then Amelia pulled out a risotto.
Yes.
And you're using quinoa. That's far from
Well, tradition
classic,
doesn't
isn't it?
always work for me, and I'm just hoping that you're willing to separate your mind from what you think risotto should be to what it potentially could be.
Elimination challenges, you need to play it as safe as possible. It's not a great time to take a risk, and especially for someone like Pierre White.
I've really put my neck on the line by using quinoa in this challenge. I really want to change the judge's perspective of what a risotto should be. And to do that, the quinoa has to be the star. It has to be perfect.
I think Kira's would be really delicious.
Yeah.
It's just whether it's risotto-y enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Contestants, you've got 45 minutes left to go. Come on, guys.
What are you looking for when you go into a restaurant and you order risotto?
I think it's all about the rice. I want to taste the rice. I want the grains to have a little bit of give in the middle.
For me, it's about a beautiful fresh stock, it's beautiful flavour, and go for it.
We know the complications. 1 hour.
Yeah.
The fear of the death dish. They have a habit of just overworking things. Just keep it simple.
Yeah. I like what you said, though. You want another dimension to give it texture and some interest.
It's
You know,
gotta
so
have
whether
that
it's
dimension,
you know
isn't it?
mushrooms and hazelnuts, you know, or burnt butter or sage, or something that takes that ordinary risotto up a notch.
Go, Millsy. Go, Mills. Come on.
I'm doing a prawn and fennel risotto. So I've got a combination of fish stock and vegetable stock, and I've just wanted to freshen it up, so I've got some fennel, celery and parsley stalks in there.
I'm trying to keep it together during this cook, but my mind just keeps drifting back to yesterday's failure, and it's really shaking my confidence.
Smells good.
You all right? Seem a bit phased this morning.
Yeah.
Not the Amelia I like.
I don't know why, it just affected me a lot more than it has in the past.
That's all right, that's good. It's good, it means something, that's why.
It means a lot, yeah.
Close to get top 10, it means more. Close to get the final, it means more. And the pressure just ramps up and ramps up and
Yeah.
ramps up.
As if the pressure of elimination isn't enough, I'm cooking risotto, the death dish, for Pierre White. If anyone's going to have high standards of risotto, it's him. And I'm terrified that I'm going to disappoint him 2 days in a row.
Today, I'm going to make a dill risotto with prawns. Having a whole hour to cook risotto, I know that it won't take that long to cook. It only takes 20 minutes to cook the rice, so it's a good chance to build up a really tasty stock.
Smells good, Cole.
There's a million things that can go wrong with risotto. We've seen this death dish played over and over again on MasterChef. It's almost impossible to get it perfect. My wife cooks the risotto at our place. Probably cooked it twice in my life. Both times it was awful. If I don't nail this stock today, if I don't cook the rice properly, this could be my last day in the MasterChef kitchen. Obviously, I don't want that. I want to be here till the end.
How you going, Tash?
So, not too bad. One Tash. Come on, Tash.
Come on, Tash.
I think it all comes down, to be honest, the stocks that they're making.
That's the key.
The flavour that they're putting in.
Brent, I think you should leave some bigger slices in there just to give it a bit of contrast.
Yeah. Hello, Brent.
Hello, Marco.
Which risotto are you making?
I'm doing a mushroom risotto with some hazelnut oil, some thyme, and some poached chicken.
And what are you poaching your chicken in?
Just some stock.
Are you going to use that stock for your risotto? That would seem to make sense, wouldn't it?
That would make sense. I'm a home cook. Cooking risotto for my girlfriend is one thing. Cooking risotto for Marco Pierre White is another thing. I start to think that I could use the porcini flavour in the stock, I could use some flavourings of the chicken into the stock, and just try and make this dish a little more complex. But I know I need to be really careful with the amount of salt in my stocks. Later on, I'll be adding some parmesan and pancetta to my risotto, which are naturally quite salty. It's all a balancing act.
You don't need reminding, but it is an elimination. 30 minutes to go.
Let's go, come on.
Come on, guys. Time to push it.
Today I'm doing an asparagus, mint and lemon risotto.
Half an hour in, and I really want to get my rice started. I know that it should only take 20 minutes to cook a risotto, but you never know what's going to happen in the MasterChef kitchen.
Tash.
Yep.
Already your rice is on.
Yep, it's on a really low heat. I would hate to plate up a dish that had chalky rice.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't leave myself enough time, and you just never know when you're going to run out of time in the MasterChef kitchen.
Yeah, but you don't want overcooked rice either. No.
Do you think I should start it again? Is it too early?
It's your choice.
I've started cooking my risotto way too early. Should I start again, or should I keep going with the risotto that I have? I'm completely panicked, and I really don't know what to do.
Today's challenge is to follow and keep up with Marco as he makes his dish lamb en crapinette. The worst two dishes go into elimination at the end of this week, and I'm worried that I'm one of them because having to re-butcher my lamb has set me 3 or 4 steps back.
How's it going, Billy? Done? Yes?
Not yet, Marco.
Right. For the chicken mousse, we add the cream. Approx 250 mils.
I'm making a chicken mousse, and I don't know where this goes in the dish. I've made a mousse like this before and you know, put it inside tortellini or cooked it as a mousseline. So I think that the consistency that I've got here is fine, but I don't know how Marco's going to get us to use this.
When you've done that, place it in your fridge.
Come on, Billy. I'm finally happy with my double lamb chop, but I have to race to catch up with Marco on this chicken mousse.
I'm really worried about Billy. Marco's moving really, really quickly.
Your mousse should be made.
At this stage, I'm thinking it will be an absolute miracle for her to pull through today.
Now we need tongue, ham, truffle. For the brunoise, for the lamb chops. And let's dice the tongue, not too small and not too large. Yes, Marco?
Yes, Marco.
This is pickled tongue. It's already prepared.
This is a 3 Michelin-star dish. That means everything has to be perfect, right down to how finely I cut this tongue and ham.
I'm watching you, Reynolds.
Yes, Marco.
Are you watching me?
Yep.
Is it fine enough, Reynolds?
Yes, Marco.
Good.
Come on, Billy, you need to move on.
Come on, quicker.
Yes, Marco.
Come on. Reynolds, you on the ham?
Yep, on it now.
That's it, Billy.
The really big difficulty of this challenge is the uncertainty. We haven't even seen the final dish, and as I'm preparing each element, I don't know where it's going to be used or how much of it I'm even going to need.
How's it going, Billy? You're happy with it?
It's a little bit big, Marco. I think I need to go smaller.
If it's a little too large, then just chop it through a bit.
Yep.
Easy, isn't it?
No, Marco.
Oh, it is.
I feel like I've made up time, but I don't want to fall any further behind today, so I'm racing through this tongue, ham and truffle dice.
Get it nice and fine, Billy.
Then get your chicken mousse. Chicken mousse, yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
Come on.
Let's go, Matthew. Come on, Billy.
Do you want me to leave you behind?
No, Marco.
There you are, QC. So it's theirs binds, okay?
Yep.
QC.
Yep.
QC.
Yes, Marco.
Come on, keep up.
Only put in the bowl what you saw with Marco, because how much mousse can you put on top of a lamb chop? Let's be honest. About flavour.
Remember, not too much mousse. Are you listening to me?
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
Get your lamb chop and season. Salt and white pepper. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Season it generously. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Come on, Reynolds, keep up. You're dropping behind.
Then top your mousse with the presentation side of your chop. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Then you get your crepinette. Can you see? Can you see the crepinette?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Which is not damaged. Crepinette is pig's gall.
The crepinette is the outside fat lining from a pig's stomach. I've seen it in a lot of cookbooks. This is the first time I've used it.
And wrap your cutlet when it's been topped with your farce with the crepinette.
This is a really delicate process because this is a really thin film of fat. So you have to be really careful not to pierce it. It's going to act like a sausage casing, holding the mousse in place on top of the lamb.
It looks like it just might burst open.
A burst crepinette at this stage would be a complete disaster. The only thing I can think of is to wet the edges of the caul fat and try and stick it together. Hopefully that's enough.
So you've all got your woks on, yes?
Yes, Marco.
All three of them are in trouble in one way or another. The pressure is so intense, it's even making me nervous.
Split them down the middle, halfway down, because we've got to get the grit out.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Wash your leeks.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Take your baguette leeks and dice them. Yes.
Yes, Marco.
See, the reason why you have to answer me is because then I know that you've taken instruction. If you don't answer me, I'll keep on asking you the same question. Yes.
Yes, Marco.
Who's got his chop in the steamer, guys?
Come on, Reynolds.
Reynolds, are you watching me or Matthew?
Watching you, Marco.
Can't hide from Marco. He's got an eagle eye on everything.
Reynolds, that thing should be on the gas. Come on, get it on the gas. You put your olive oil in, put salt in.
Not yet.
Is there water in there, Reynolds?
No.
This is multitasking to another level, having to have one eye on him, one eye on what you're doing, one ear to Marco and one ear to the gantry.
Come on, Reynolds, you need to get that pan, put some water in it.
It's just insanely tough.
Reynolds, he's speeding up, you're not.
When you've got a spare moment, wipe down.
Oh. Just take your time, mate.
I'm panicking at the moment. I look over at Billy, I look over at Matt. I feel really lost.
Come on, Reynolds, quickly.
I'm really worried about Reynolds. His meat should have been in the steamer ages ago. I have no idea where his head is.
Reynolds?
Reynolds, you chop.
Reynolds, you chop.
Needs to be in the
Needs to be in
steamer.
the steamer.
He is letting the pressure get to him, and that is a one-way ticket to elimination.
I'm watching you, Reynolds.
Yes, Marco.
Are you watching me?
Yep.
Next step, chop the truffle. Finely chopped. It's just for the garnish at the end, yes?
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco. I used all my truffle before.
I realised that I've cut up all of my truffle already to use as part of the chicken mousse.
Matthew,
Yes, Marco.
have you run out of truffle?
Yes, Marco.
That wasn't very clever of you, was it?
Not particularly, Marco.
I'm really worried now because if I don't have truffle to go in there, then my sauce isn't going to taste the same as Marco's. You know, I've already got a mistake with the lamb. I'm in real trouble.
Matthew, get more truffle.
Matthew,
Yes, Marco.
come on.
Thankfully, I've got some of this truffle left, but it's mixed in with the tongue and the ham. I think if I can pick some of it out, I might be able to save this sauce. My biggest concern is this is going to cost me time, and Marco's rushing ahead.
In with your baguette leeks. In a small frying pan with a little bit of butter.
Come on, you need to push it.
It's getting to the stage of the cook now where I have to rely on my instinct with some of these steps now. I haven't seen how much butter is put in. I know, you know, finishing off a sauce with a lot of butter is often a good thing. I've just got to trust myself.
Matthew, regulate your temperature so if you can get that pan onto a bigger heat, it's going to
This
melt
one?
butter quicker.
Thanks, Sars.
Then take out your leeks. Just take off the outer leaf.
Yes, Marco.
And then cut it on the angle. You're not looking. Can you see me, Billy?
Yes, Marco.
Good. I'm glad you were watching.
Reynolds, watch those leeks. You're following, you're copying, but you've also got to think about what's going on here. How's the dish coming together in your head? What's it going to taste like? When you should season.
Mushrooms. Add the asparagus to the frying pan. Are you watching?
Yes, Marco.
Good. Add your cutlet to the frying pan. Roll your cutlet round.
As I'm caramelising my lamb, I want to get a nice colour on it, but it's a fine line because too much heat could overcook the lamb.
Add your leeks. Add your truffle juice to the pan with the cutlet. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Good. Add your truffle. A little bit of truffle oil, a little bit of butter.
Remember, you're creating a little emulsion or a sauce in that pan.
Plates up. Follow Marco. You need to follow him now.
Your creamed leeks in the middle. Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
This is a crucial bit, the plating. Come on, quickly.
Reynolds, come on.
Add your asparagus. Fold the leeks. Are you watching? Are you watching?
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
Fold your leeks over. If it means you have to burn your fingers, burn your fingers.
Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco.
Watching Marco plate up and then looking down to Billy, she's just behind him. I'm so impressed with how well she's done to catch up, considering how far behind she was at the beginning.
Add your lamb.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Come on.
This dish is coming together really quickly and it's looking amazing. Except for the fact that I've got a giant bone that's so big that it's hanging off the side of the plate.
Come on, dress. Come on.
I've almost finished plating, but the butter from my leeks has leached out and it's ruining the presentation. I need to plate up again.
What are you doing? What's Matt doing?
Starting again is going to cost me time.
Oh, God, no. Oh, no.
But if I plate it up the way that it is, then I'm definitely in the bottom two.
Add your mushrooms.
Keep up, Marco's almost finished. He's going to finish in a second. You need to get it done. You have to get everything on the plate, get all the elements.
Yes.
I can't believe Matthew's replating. It is a huge risk.
Add your truffle, a little bit of your juice.
The challenge ends when Marco finishes plating, and it looks like he is seconds away. Matthew could end up with nothing on his plate.
The elements. Come, Matthew. Get on the plate.
Finish with parsley.
Come on, Billy. Keep pushing, guys.
Keep going,
Come
Matthew.
on.
Come on, you can do it.
Fast as you can, Matthew. Just get it on the plate.
Matthew, Reynolds, Billy. Come on.
Vegetables around, Matthew. Vegetables around. Good, mate. That's it. And then grab that sauce.
Tip the sauce
Mushrooms.
on. Tip the sauce on.
I finished. Come on.
Go, Matt. Go. Sauce.
Matthew, come on, buddy.
Sauce.
Dress
Come on,
it.
Matthew.
Dress it.
10, 9, 8, 7,
6,
5, 4,
Come on, Matthew.
3, 2,
Let's go.
1. That's it.
Step away.
Oh my gosh, I should stop shaking.
How's it going? Thyme, garlic and shallots in your pan, yes?
Yes, Marco.
Good, that's what I like to hear. In with your tomatoes. Season your tomatoes.
Yes, Marco.
Have you got your plate for dressing?
Yes, Marco.
Con, get your plate. Oh my gosh, I should stop shaking.
How's your fish doing?
Checking his fish.
How's your fish, Nate? Is it cooked?
Nathaniel's just put his fish back in the oven and I'm really worried for him. His piece is much smaller than Marco's, which means it needs less time to cook. The longer it is in the oven, the more chance it will have of overcooking.
Con, out with your fish.
I check on my fish. It feels kind of done to me.
Back in the oven, Con. Back in the oven.
I can hear people telling me to leave it in the oven, but I don't want to overcook it. The fish is the hero of this dish. If I don't nail it, I'm going home. Simple as that. I'm going to take that big risk and I'm going to leave it out.
How's it going? Heat up your plate. Heat up your plate to serve your fish. Heat up your plate. Heat up your plate. Heat up your plate. A little bit of olive oil in a dish.
Come on, guys, hurry.
How are we doing?
Good, Marco.
Good job, Cecilia. Keep it up.
Stuff, Cecilia.
Small frying pan with some oil for your croquants of fennel. Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco. Come on, come on, come on.
Off the heat.
It's all right, mate. Come on. Out with your fish.
Keep pushing, Nate.
Good work, Cecilia. You're on it.
How are we doing?
Good, Marco.
It's now getting to the crescendo when it all comes together. Yes,
Plate.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, Marco.
So, let's arrange our fennel.
Marco starts plating and he's a well-oiled machine.
Wow, it's beautiful.
The way he's plated that fennel is just unreal. I've never seen it plated like that before.
Fingers up, burning.
Marco's finished plating his fennel. I can't quite get it to line up the way he's done his, but I'm just going to have to get it on because time's winding down.
I'm crisscrossing the anchovies. Yes?
Mate, you got to get anchovies on, mate.
Go on, Nathaniel. Come on, Con. Come on, Cecilia.
Crisscross your anchovies.
Come on, Con.
My fish is on the plate, my fennel's on the plate. I'm this close. I know that I'm nearly there. I just need to finish it.
Then the Provençal tomato down the middle. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Doing really well, Cecilia.
Then a little bit of olive oil. Treat it like a salad.
Keep up.
Little crystal salt.
Season it well.
That's good, Con. That's good.
Some black olives. Olives down the tomato. Yes?
Yes, Marco.
Come on, Nate.
Olives on top.
And then to finish, drain your coriander. Not too bushy.
Come on, mate. Keep pushing.
And then to finish, a little lemon.